let's refill the bobbin on this sewing white machine from the 70s because I think it's interesting. We have one tab, two metal tabs. There are actually three springs inside the wind-up mechanism. So we want to bring the thread from there, pass it through these touching points, which let's try to show you how to pass it. And you need to be careful. We go from underneath and then in the center of those two things, one more, and it should move freely. Be aware that when the thread is twisted like this, it will hook in there. So this is just a when it's twisted like this, you need to be careful because it will just grab in there. Okay, so we do pass it through this pulley, goes up here, and you will see that when it's running, it will just move from side to side to really fill the bobbin uniformly. And also this small tab here will put a pressure on the thread. That's very interesting. Now I did remove my hand well and check the springs inside. I did lubricate, clean them. Mine work pretty well, but older ones which are kind of jamming, seizing in there is not going to work, as you will see in a moment. So be aware of that. Okay, so right now the tire is on the handwheel, just maybe break it loose. Now the bobbin has one notch on both sides, on either side. I'm not sure I can see past my camera. There is one notch at one point, and here on the shaft you will have at some point kind of a, I don't know, it's like a small piece of metal. So you need to rotate the bobbin until it's engaged into that piece of metal. So at this point, the bobbin, you will see it rotates at the same time as the tire. So again, this is the rotation direction. The thread goes in front here. Once you engage it in there, make sure it's engaged. You need just to push down on this tab, just with some force. My camera is changing colors, it's strange. Just with some force, and then the tire, it's going to be stuck on the handle. So this is, let's try it again. Actually, when you push down on this thing, this other tab should drop on the thread and put the pressure on it by itself. It won't drop if the bobbin is not engaged into that bump, and it won't be aligned here fully. So when it's aligned, engaged into that bump, this guy should drop. Let's just push again. There you have it. So at this point, I'm pretty sure the bobbin, let's rotate the tire, just give it a check. You'll see the bobbin rotates, so it will rotate with the shaft. It's no longer free. And this guy will just keep a pressure. You see the thread. It's really interesting to see the thread working. So all the way down, it does have a spring action, but right now the tire sits against the handwheel. May want to unlock it. Just rotate the center crease towards like this. So this is to unlock it. Okay, let's just give it a run. So the thread does pass through this pulley. Just make sure it's not hooking on the sides on this small lever. Okay, let's try to find a good angle to, and just give it a spin. Okay, so just look at the thread. There is not a lot of light, but look how it moves left to right. That's really interesting. And now to release the bobbin, to remove it from there, we just lifted the left lever. So just lift it, and you will see the tire will just jump off the handwheel. And there you have it. So right now the tire is disengaged, and you just remove the bobbin from here. So this is the notch that goes there. Normally, I think it depends. Actually, you have a notch on both sides, but again, the thread must stay. Hopefully you'll see it like this on my left side and on front. That's how you place it in there. I'm not sure, but it seems to me that when the bobbin is full, I mean just the correct amount of thread, this tab here will somehow just block the well. So it kind of stops filling up with thread automatically at the correct amount of thread. Let's just give it a try. It kind of stops. It's all a matter of think of This lever lifts because of the thread amount, it lifts, and at some point the spring action is just jamming the well, or let's just give it a try. See, it does like this. So it's really kind of, I think at this point that the tire, it's not lifted, but it's kind of jumped in there because there is too much thread, or actually enough thread in there. I think it's interesting. It's quite a complex, if you want, way to use this, but it does work well. There is a lot of tension. I mean, there's good tension on the thread. It's very compacted in there. I don't think I did fill it up all the way, but it works very, very well. And I did have an issue with this shaft here being seized. It will not move freely. I did manage to fill it up. But again, there are like 3 springs inside. It's quite a complex mechanism. I'm not sure if you get more complex than this on the machines, but it's interesting to see it at work. Okay, so you engage it, push it down here. They may have, okay, that's a bit stuck in there. That's how it rotates with the hand well, and then to release it, just lift this guy here, and it releases from the hand well. Okay.